here, and let's go into it. So we have got to the top left-hand side our red Protoss player. We've been following him through his last couple of matches. Let's see how he does here in the qualifying match for WCS Winter. On the top left-hand side of Parasite, we have got Probe. Bottom right side, our blue Terran player is PsiArc. Again, Japanese Terran, who, again, does well. Quite regularly. Does very well, very regularly, actually. As you see, a couple SCVs jumping into the gas, the racks and gas opening underway here to begin with. No proxy. We keep starting these probe series on Parasite. We keep on going into Parasite again and again and again, I swear. It's pretty bonkers. Probe going down in towards the main base in a moment or two. Pion lifts up, blocks off. Probe trying to grab an SCV. Nexus on the way down in the natural expansion here, and an SCV gonna fight against a probe as well. It's a little bit of a little bit of a scuffle going down there. Command center dropping in the natural, and you see probe in an SCV. Just pulling away from each other. And the early game builds will continue. So factory on the way up, but again, both players expanding early. We'll see Probe's tech choice in the next few moments here. Obviously choosing to open with the Oracles in game number 1 against Juggernaut Jason. We didn't really get to see what Probe's style was going to be in game 2, of course. The game ended just a little bit before then. As we are going to be seeing the Stargate drops. Well, there we go. Sorry, it was right on my screen already, and I went looking for it. It was right up here. So Stargate drops down, and probably just going to be opening with those Oracles once again, as the factory about to finish up in the main base, and that can start up a Tech Lab. So Tech Lab getting going right away now, as you do see this Adept going to start shading down to the bottom side of the map. So across the map goes this Adept to see just what is going on here. Going to be shading in towards the natural expansion in the next couple of moments. An SCV here, boom, gets picked off just like that. And, just going to be seeing the Adept trying to shade up in towards the main base. Reaper going to be deflected. There's an Adept here, so can't really do much. And there's a Cyclone on the way out, so it's a pretty safe opening. Marine Cyclone. And the Starport as well. We'll see what comes on the Starport. Medevac, I mean, anything really could work out. Viking, Medevac, Tech Lab for the Raven or the Banshee. Probably just the Cloak Banshee then, coming in the back of this base. And that's something that Probe will hopefully see with the Oracle, of course, when it comes into the main. The Oracle is not just an SCV killing machine. It's also a pretty good way to come in and scout the Banshees, etc. And scout what is kind of going on, because you do usually dive quite deep into the main. 47ness, my friend, with the 24-month resub. Get some Wardy hypes in the chat and some love in the chat for 47ness. He comes in with 1,000 bits as well. He says, Wardy, wow, 2 years, keep up the great work, mate, with the Wardy Rift Flush as well, and the 1,000 bits too. Thank you so much, 47ness, for the love out in the chat. Can we get some hype in the chat for 47ness, guys? Thank you so much for being so awesome, dude. 2 years, the bits, and I know you've shared so many bits in the last year or so as well, the last 2 years. Crazy. Thank you so much, dude. I really appreciate it. Banshee is on the way up then, so it is again going to be this cloakless Banshee. Man, this build's apparently picked up popularity over in the SEA region, hasn't it? I've actually not seen this all too much, the cloakless Banshee pushes. I've seen a lot of Terran pushes with kind of Marines, tanks, and Banshees, but this push is obviously dedicated towards having cloakless Banshees. So Probe held this off against Juggernaut Jason. We'll see if maybe PsiArc can do something else. I'm going to see the Stasis Ward getting picked off right there. You see another Revelation dropping down. Units going to cross towards the upper side. We're going to see Cyclone locks on towards a Stalker there, pushes that Stalker back a little bit. Tank does siege up down on the low ground, and obviously just Probe trying to come forwards and greet this early. Extra Stalkers as well. Again, I feel like he did so well against this before. He actually kind of dives on that for a moment, even activates his Oracle energy. He is committing in, spreading out. The Oracle's going to help get rid of that siege tank. I mean, there's plenty of Stalkers left over as well for the Banshee. He's going to pull back a little bit now. Phoenix in the sky will help out as well. Stimpak on the way up on the Rax. I'm just going to be seeing a few units pulling away. Stalker's still coming forwards and just going to be seeing. This army still sat in the center. Single Adept going to chase Shade forwards here from Probe. And just make sure that this attack is going to be pulling back, and PsiArc will not commit any further. So Probe makes a good hold. Again, he does this with a third base setup. He has a good economy. Now Blink and +1 on the way, so getting into his upgrades beyond this obviously improves those Stalkers massively to start going in towards this now. And we do see another couple of gates coming down. Rex, by the way, just 2-0'd Pilly, so Rex qualifies for WCS Winter as well. Congratulations to him as the Reaper hops down to the low ground, comes around the right-hand side, and is again going to be trying to nibble its way through a Probe here, looking to deal some damage. Meanwhile, the Phoenix heading up to the left is going to go patrolling away as well. Oracle from Probe is coming through, and we do see the Cyclone locks on Marines coming in. Obviously, PsiArc starting to move out to the left-hand side, but he doesn't actually have a third orbital to move in position here, so he is just going to play 5 racks, which means he wants to keep on attacking, which is probably part of why he pulled back his previous units rather than trying to press forwards, because it was really important for him to keep as much alive as possible. The more alive he has, the more that he has alive, obviously, the stronger this next push becomes as he gets set up with stim and combat finishes, and he even has a couple ghosts he's adding into play. So again, probably ready to kind of move in towards an SCV pull, perhaps, even on these 2 bases. Stalkers come in, they're going to just not quite get much there. Comes forwards to try and get the Cyclone again, doesn't quite kill the Cyclone either. Zealots and a Sentry on the left side, not sure the Sentry's meant to be there, but the Zealot run by, I can definitely get behind, I like that. Feels like it's got potential, especially as PsiArc is going to be moving across the map. Back at home, Probe has a couple of Sentries and Zealots set up there as well. And the Robo Facility drops down in the back of the main base, also getting going. So the Robo Facility about halfway done. We still see the Stalkers hanging out over on the right. Phoenix from Probe moving around a little bit as well. And this bio pressing forwards already. Stalkers blinking away up the right side. There's those Zealots. The Sentry did realize, yep, I don't actually want to be part of these Zealots, as they run in towards the natural. It wasn't actually an SCV pull here. It is a bit of an SCV pull, but not like all the workers. As again, those Zealots going to get to work. So again, killing some SCVs already. That's going to be good damage done. The rest of the army still pushing through the middle of the map. Stalkers going to try for an SCV or 2. And the rest of the Zealots, man, there's so many Zealots. This is actually a little bit ridiculous. The tanks aren't sieged up. Good EMPs hits all of the Zealots, though, as they're clumped up there for a few moments. Probe drops down the force field because he knows he's got too much. And those Zealots, well, they are not going to be letting that army go anywhere. The force field might fade away in a moment, but even still, he's killed so much here. The Banshee goes down, and PsiArc has very little left. 24 workers remaining, and Probe dominates in game number 1. That's where you... No. Absolutely not, they say in the chat. Alright. Well, Probe is a map away from qualifying to WCS Winter. He spawns in as our red Protoss player in the top left side of the map here from Legacy Esports. Bottom right hand side, our blue Terran. We have got PsiArc. Can he fight back? Let's see. Remember, if you lose in this qualifying round, you then can still you then go straight to the qualifying round in the lower bracket, so that does help you out. Go Joey 2-1 to Jon Snow. So Go Joey and Rex are the first 2 players to qualify today. And again, they'll be joined by either Cypher, Vindicta, Probe, or PsiArc. And again, then we got the lower bracket to run through as well. So we've got a bunch of action there. Man, it's getting late in America. It's currently 6 a.m. on East Coast, where Jon Snow has got a few series. Honestly, Jon Snow could probably go nap for a couple of hours. Yeah, he could probably go to sleep for a couple of hours before his next series. Pilly. And 3 a.m. for him, and he's got 3 series to wait until he plays again. Jim Rising playing the Swedish Winter as well. There's some cool matches still coming up, guys, in that lower bracket, so looking forward to jumping into that as the matches continue here. As you see the probe, going to be heading back towards the upper left-hand side. Probe and the SCV going to have a little bit of a fight against each other here then, and a little bit of back and forth action. As we are going to be seeing the Nexus dropping on down from Probe at home. The command center dropping on in from PsiArc. Getting this set up. Guys, let's just stop the balance discussions in the chat. Let's face it, every time you start a balance discussion in PvT lately, nobody's ended up winning. So let's just stop it now, because otherwise it's just not going to make chat a very fun place. So let's just stop it before it gets started. Thank you. Reaper hopping in towards the main base, going to drop down a grenade and actually will get a probe. Oh, jumps into the gas. Oh, that probe got bobbed but still jumps straight into the gas and survives because of it. Man, that Reaper's going to be like, really, dude? Fucking ninja probe skills right there, as you see the Stargate dropping down in the main base. The Stargate dropping down. Adept comes in and picks off an SCV on the natural. Shading up into the main base, and a couple of Marines coming through to push that Adept away. So Adept does get pushed back here. We're actually coming down on at the barracks, and again, just going to be seeing this Reaper chasing down the Adept right now. As the Adept just pulling back away towards the upper left-hand side. I mean, Reaper really wants this here, but Adept turns around a few times, gonna shade forwards, which kind of threatens enough to send those other units to chase back after it, and away the Adept goes. Oracle is chrono boosting out from probes again. Back up as you see a couple of gates dropping down on the natural. Adept in this main base intercepts that Reaper as it tries to come through for a bit of a scout. And the Reaper coming up through the top side, and we are going to be seeing the couple of units from probe moving in towards the middle of the map. Reaper coming over to the right hand side, and we do see the Cyclone is about to pop out, and it's going to be giving up that tech lab now for the starport. Very fast third CC though this time around, so maybe just a Raven. Obviously, if you're going for a very fast third CC, you don't necessarily need to kill probes as much as like what you do with a Banshee, but a Raven can help keep you very safe, and can also then turn into a powerful push a bit later anyways still. See a couple of Stalkers warping in, just with this Oracle, so probe actually looking to apply some pressure. I mean, this is no bunker on the low ground. How often have we seen no bunker on the low ground for a Terran play, and it just costs them games straight up? I mean, 4 Stalkers, 5. I mean, he's getting a second Oracle as well with double Oracle and these Stalkers. He could dive a Cyclone. He could very easily dive a Cyclone. Oh, well, the Cyclone's going to find... He found right away. Oh, no. Well, he starts up 2 bunkers instantly here, PsiArc, realizing he's in some trouble. Again, second Oracle coming across as well. The 2 Adepts will shade by. The Raven will drop an order turret. No other choice here, really, as to what you're going to do. The Adepts shade right in. I don't know if I like this. I feel as though you're probably more looking to kind of take a fight where you kind of, you know, poked away at the front and then slowly kind of pulled back, etc. I feel as though probe actually loses a lot of units here. Wow, that was actually disastrous. Didn't even need the bunkers. I guess the bunkers helped SimCity it a little bit, but that was disastrous for probe. Wow. So what went wrong? I think it was more of an opening here from probe that was meant to kind of come in and just slowly pick away at units and sort of chip away, slowly get damage done, and then maybe later on dive on. But because he killed the Cyclone, I think he got a bit overconfident, and with that overconfidence, it actually ended up costing him way too many units as he pushed way too far in. And that was with a third CC up as well, remember. So PsiArc now has a third CC of economy already, and he's going to have the army advantage too. You know, Celestia, he did lose 7 SCVs, which kind of keeps him a bit behind, I guess, but I mean, so much army lost from the Protoss player definitely hurts. Oracle coming down to the bottom side. Ready to maybe try and jump in and pick away at a couple of SCVs. Not really much defense in the main. Maybe just wants the revelation on the army. Keep track of those Marines and where they're going. 5 more gates on the way up as he tries to grab the Raven with a couple of Stalkers as well. Combat shields coming in. We're going to see the missile turret is on its way up as well in the mineral line. So getting all of that ready to go as we do see one SCV just patrolling away on the right hand side of this. So they're just going to be patrolling, and again an Oracle coming through into the center of the map. We see a pylon down on the bottom side as well. And probe coming all the way around the right, going to be diving in towards the natural expansion in the next couple of moments. A couple of Stalkers poking away at the orbital here, so dealing quite a bit of damage as we are going to be seeing. Well, Oracle into the natural will be able to pick up a couple of SCVs. Raven will throw down an order turret to help deflect. That's a nice set of Oracle kills, though. As PsiArc finally gets in towards his third base. Tell you what, Probe has 65 workers versus 46, though. I don't know how Probe's done it, but somehow he's completely turned this game around. I guess his upgrades and some other bits and pieces are still late here, but man, overall it's a bit crazy. So you can see the bio able to pick off that pylon. Subsimia with the $5 donation says, "Thank you so much for all of your hard work. I wish I could contribute more. Keep it up." No worries, dude. Contribute what you can if you can contribute at all. Just keep watching the stream and enjoying the content. That's all we really ask for. Thank you so much for the $5. Appreciate it. Some love in the chat. We see the Marine's going to stim in for that Oracle. Oracle is out of there already, though. And Probe just going up into a 4th base. I feel like the next few moments is maybe the riskiest for Probe when Stim and Bio is done, etc. And he's got so many charge lots again. PsiArc going to be able to do anything? Like, honestly, I don't know what it is. Like, I really thought Probe was in a bit of a tough spot, but I guess he had enough of a worker lead to kind of make up for the lack of army. He didn't get punished right away, so obviously the worker counts definitely brought this all back in. A few Marines coming up the left side. Widowmine is going to burrow up. The tank gets sieged as well. And the Temple Archives coming in on the main base. Going to see some Marines are going to stem through into towards the natural. And then Zealots go charging on in. And they are going to be able to pick up a bunch of these Marines. So our Marines going down. Nicely done. Zealots to the bottom side. You can see one just hanging out in the south. A few just peel away to the left. And this Oracle just chilling out in the middle of the map. And we've seen a few of these units from Probe. Going to drop a hallucination actually. So Probe going to come across the map with the hallucinated Phoenix here. And we do see +2 attack, +2 armor, Storm and Blink all on the way in right now. So Probe going in towards all of those upgrades. You see Revelation drops down from the Oracle. Bio getting tagged with this. And again, a few Zealots coming down the right side still. Maybe ready to run in towards the natural expansion here in a few moments. Storm's about halfway done. As we do have again the teacher upgrades just being Corona boosted out. There's that robo facility coming in the natural. So again, that robo down on the nat. You still have the bio of PsiArc just chilling out at the front. 2 more medevacs coming across, and here we go. PsiArc out into the center of the map. Oh, Oracle still looking to see what's up. It's good from Probe because, I mean, he knows where the army is. He knows how safe he is. And as soon as the army moves out, Probe, again, they saw this in the last game, just runs in with these Zealots. Straight into the mineral line. SCVs are dropping. Reinforcements are being picked up. He's on the 3rd base as well. And there's just so many SCVs. I mean, now PsiArc's below the 50 worker count. Missile turret goes down as well. I mean, doesn't really matter right now, but it might create some opportunities later for DTs. Maybe he gets another Oracle back in there. I mean, the damage is, again, just great. And it pulls the army away. And, you know, now Probe's going to finish +2 attack, for example. He just finished up Storm as well. I mean, time is Probe's best friend at the moment, and he's creating a lot of it with these consistent Zealot run-bys down the right side of the map, always pushing in as the Terran player tries to push out. It's working very well from his Probe. Well, going to run forwards here. Those Zealots going to get turned away by a couple Marauders. They will stem forwards and, again, try and chase those Zealots down. As we do see this Oracle coming back up towards the top side of the map. Robo Bay and Robo Facility on the way up, and the +3 armor upgrade coming in as well. As we're going to be seeing a little bit of the bio from PsiArc up the left-hand side here too. And then the bio able to pick away at a little bit of the damage here at the moment. Again, a lot of Widow Mines out in the center between the natural and the third base. So those Widow Mines just covering a good little bit of space right now. So it's going to be coming down the right. And again, just going to be seeing this little bit of bio going to show up, and we're going to be seeing the Zealots going to get taken down there. So Zealots get taken down pretty quickly. Still see the Zealots Stalkers. The High Templars and the Prism, of course, have those storms available. Bottom left-hand side, we see the Zealots actually run into a move-commanding little set of units here. And that's getting painful as well. The High Templars still haven't made an appearance. I mean, as Probe moves around the map, he keeps PsiArc pinned back. That's a stim in, though, and that's going to be an unpowered Robo Facility, so Disruptor will not come out. Probe recalls about half of his army back home to deal with this. I mean, keeping the Robo alive in general is nice. We see the feedbacks on the Medivacs, and now the Stalkers will blink in for Medivac 1, 2, and well, the last few units will probably get charged onto when charge cooldown resets, and they will go down as well. Maybe there's one last Marine. I mean, charge is going to come up again in a moment, and that Marine, unfortunately, will die. His body left dumpstered between a cactus and a mineral truck. It's not a fun life. It's not pretty. It's going to be seeing the bio continue down to the bottom side. Stalkers blink in. Able to pick off that Raven already, and now the Zealot's going to be charging through. I mean, SCV is already in trouble. This bio just sitting on the ramp, by the way. Storms will just coat that. So this third base is going to die, and now PsiArc is going to be really set back to 2 bases. He's trying to expand on the right, but that'll take a little while. There goes the orbital command. Revelation, so he sees all of those Widow Mines that he has to be a little bit careful of. A couple Disruptors continue to come up now as well. ICMP going down on the first couple of Zealots, but I mean, there's just not anywhere near enough splash damage to get rid of these Zealots at all. Widow Mines getting cleaned up. The Storms are just endless as they drop out the Prism. A warping of Zealots straight into the natural. Stalkers blinking in. Storms almost in celebration as Probe qualifies for WCS Winter. GG's from Probe, and I mean, great play.